What's up, everybody? This is Rick from Daddy's Game Time, your show about movies, gaming, technology, and pop culture from a daddy's perspective. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing out there? Doing a solo show tonight. I'll be playing some Star Wars Battlefront, but also I want to take a few minutes of your time to talk about the Samsung Gear VR. That's right, Samsung Gear VR. For anybody that doesn't know what it is, well, basically it's a virtual reality headset that looks a lot like the Nintendo, what was it called? Nintendo VR, was it? I forget. But that big old bulky thing that you put on your head that a lot of people complained about getting headaches and blurred vision and whatnot. Something like that. But anyways. So, before I get started, just want to first apologize if I seem a little sluggish. My eyes, I don't know if you can see it, kind of red. Seem kind of blurry, kind of fuzzy. It is 420 after all. Just kidding. No, my allergies were kicking in pretty crazy, and I actually decided to mow my lawn, fix up my backyard, and doing all this weeding and whatnot, and so I just really messed with my eyes. So apologize if I seem kind of sleepy, my eyes squint, and or if I squint a lot, I mean. But anyways, moving forward. So the Samsung Galaxy VR. So I received it with one of the promotions that Samsung itself had. I believe it was the for the release of their new phones, the Galaxy S7 and the S7 Edge. I got it through that. So that's how I obtained it. Okay, so as far as what it is. So you're going to put these big ol' huge goggles on your head. These goggles have two straps. One that goes from your left ear to the right ear behind your head. And one that goes from above, kind of like your forehead, all the way to the back. So it's like a restraint. They each have tension in it so that you can adjust it if they're too tight or if they're not tight enough, so that they'll squeeze down pretty good on your head. They do squeeze down pretty tight. I had to loosen and adjust it quite a bit. But I mean, that kind of is a plus as well, because it means that they sit on perfectly. So as far as VR goes, they won't go anywhere. They'll be straight on your face and they won't come off. So the way that it works is you, well, let me go back a bit and see how to set it up. As far as physically the hardware itself, that's about it. You take off the front cover. It's kind of like a visor that goes over the front part of the where your eyes go, basically. You take that off. You pop in your phone, your Galaxy, my Galaxy in this case, and oh. You got me. So you pop in your phone, and that's pretty much it. It activates, and you start using it right away. Physically set up, that's just about it. And the straps, and that's it. Now, as far as software goes, this is where I had a bit of a problem. To get it to work, it said you had to create an Oculus account. I didn't have a link, I didn't have a website, so I was searching through forums and emails and anything that I can find that can give me information about how to set it up. Couldn't find nothing until I finally went through the FAQs on their support site, and it said basically just connect it, dock it, the phone to the goggles. Once you do that, it takes you through the... you got me again. It takes you through the setup procedure of how to get it going. Now, once you plug it in, right away, voice output comes out and tells you disconnect again after you just barely docked it, but disconnect and follow the on-screen instructions, and it goes through the whole procedure of downloading, installing all the needed software download files and whatnot. So after you get that done, you just basically plug it back in and enjoy. That's it. Or you can open up Oculus. It's an app that it installs, and once you run that, it's kind of like Google Play Store, where you just browse through whatever it is that you're looking for, videos, games, and whatnot. It tells you the price, gives you a rating, because it's all new. Everything that I saw had no ratings. I'm guessing just because not many people have tried it, and not many people are too into it at the moment. So, there you have that. And as far as downloading, simple, same thing, just click install. There's a couple of free ones as well. You just click it, install it, it keeps going. That's about it. Pop it in, dock it, pop it into the goggles, cover it up, and you sit back and it runs. Once it runs, you have the option of connecting a controller. I didn't have one. I don't plan on buying one for it, but it has a D-pad kind of on the side, and it tells you a tutorial right away of how to use it. Shows you how to, kind of look around, up, down, left, right, and how to swipe. Basically, you just, swipe your finger to the front, to the back, and then and you just tap it every time you're going to make a selection. There's also a back button up at the top, which you can of course use to go back a screen, or if you hold it, it takes you to the home screen of the VR. So once you got it up and running, you see basically it reminds me of the Windows 8 tab, the apps version, where you kind of have that layout, and you just basically navigate with your head. You look at what it is that you're interested in watching or playing. So once you stare at it for 1 or 2 seconds, I believe you see a little bar loading, and it'll select it, or you can tap the D-pad, like I said, to make that selection. Now after you selected it, let's say for example a game, you get that going, it plays, and whatever the game is, it's the same procedure. I downloaded, I forget the name of the game, but it's like a space shooter kind of, first person. So you're in the cockpit of a ship, and all you do is just, as you're sitting, you just look at the ship and it's automatically shooting. So you don't even have to select or a fire button or anything. You just look and it's shooting automatically. And it's pretty simple. Looks very simplistic. Nothing too advanced about it. Just a real simple game. After that, I tried a gun shooter. What do you call it? Like a firing range. So I tried that one. Same thing. I apologize. I don't remember the name of it. There's another free game on there. And the same thing. This one you actually had to look. You had the little crosshairs, so you had to navigate that. You look at your target and you click on the D-pad and it fires. I believe it does have the option to connect a game for control pad to that one to make it easier. But again, I don't have one. I don't plan on getting one. I don't know how easier or more difficult it would be to play with that. And then after that, I tried watching video, VR video. I forget. I believe is what it was called. Basically, it's like the Windows Media Player of the VR. When you load that, you have options to play any videos that you have stored on your device, or I believe you can download, play other apps like Netflix, for example. One thing that I thought was kind of cool, not really needed, but it was kind of cool. You select like a scenery, like a theme. I selected like a theater, so it had the foreground, right, of the theater, so you had the display. You see some chairs, the curtains, and all that, while you're sitting, and everything else is like a dark room. So it was kind of cool. It was kind of nifty. And then I just played it was a video of my kids, I think, that I recorded them playing outside, and we were just watching them play, run, and when you're watching the video, it just uses your front display, what you look in the front. Everything else is black, so if you turn around, the video's going to stay there. Basically, it's like if you're in a dark room looking to the back, you're not going to see anything there. It's kind of cool, but again, like I said, it's not really needed. It's just kind of nifty. So total time, I think I used it for, I'd say about maybe 35 to 40 minutes, 45 at the tops. I will say it was a little bit uncomfortable at that point because the heat that your face just generates was pretty warm. So I started feeling a little bit of sweat, a little bit of foggy kind of condensation building up on my face. At around that time, sorry, I forgot one thing to mention. While I was using that, I had, of course, because it was my phone and I had Facebook app installed, every time some of my buddies messaged me, a little notification popped up saying, whatever chat group or whatever. So that's kind of cool. It basically lets you know that, there's people trying to talk to you. Anyway, so while I was about to remove the head, the gear, at the same time, I got a notification saying that the gear is getting too warm, cool down for optimal performance, something along those lines. So I was like, oh, okay. I was like, kind of weird that the gear itself is getting hotter, that it's indicating that, because it's just basically plastic and two lenses. But I was like, okay, whatever. So I pulled it off. And I was going to stop either way, so I pulled it off, and I pulled out my phone, and it was hot, like hot. It was like not overheating, but like after you plug in your phone, you're running a lot of apps, running applications and whatnot in the background, and it's just going for a very long time. Your phone gets hot. That's what it felt like, and for only 35 to 45 minutes of, I would say, light usage on that, it kind of concerns me that you're just basically going to fry out your device after using it for so long, or an extended amount of time. I was thinking to myself that I was going to, if at all, use it, but if I was, maybe get the Netflix app and one day, just lie down and watch a movie in 3D or whatnot. But being that a movie is going to be longer than, 35 to 40 minutes, I figured, nah, I'm not going to do that. So the price on this, the retail is, I believe, $99, if I'm not mistaken. And then the promotion itself, it gave us 6 free games, which I had another issue with as well, because I didn't get them. And I believe that has to do with the fact that I had to replace my phone, which I placed the initial order with. So somehow it was linked to the phone itself, and it didn't give me that. So I have to, if I really want to follow through with it, I'm going to have to contact Samsung support and I guess get like a claim, a ticket going to see what I can do to get those games loaded up to my new device. But anywho, for $99, I've got to say it's really not worth it. It's not, at least in my point of view. It isn't too expensive, but it's not nothing cheap either. It's $99, and for what it is, it doesn't offer too much, and it could potentially fry your device too. I think it's not really worth it. Like I said, I got it for free, so it's not really an issue if I use it or not use it. I might sell it, I don't know. Maybe, it's a possibility. But, yeah, there it is. Woo! The Samsung Gear VR. Give it a try. Let us know what you think, too. I mean, you might like it. By all means, I'm not saying don't get it. I'm not saying that it's a crappy device. It's just my personal preference. I don't really find a good use for it. And I personally would not spend $100 on this device. Maybe if it were to drop to a cheaper price, possibly. But as is, no, I don't think so. Speaking of that, before I lose my train of thought, I may also do an unboxing of it. It's a work in progress, so hopefully soon I'll get that going. But you already got my my view, my outlook on it. And like I said, give it a try. I mean, I'm not encouraging or discouraging the product, the purchase of the product. It's up to you. You might like that kind of thing. I'm not really too intense or what would you say? Too stoked about VR at this point. It is awesome. It is something that would be sweet if it got working correctly or working more smoothly. But yeah, as of right now, I'm totally not into that idea. Did we get this guy? Did he die? You got him. You got him. So I'm kind of
Enemies in the area.
kind of been talking a little bit too much. I didn't even know what was going on. I was just kind of running and shooting, as you can probably tell if you're watching this here. Whoa. Run and shoot. That's all I care for. Ooh, can I get in there? Come on. Ah, did someone take it? Swap. Power up.
We need ATST support.
Yes. Let's do this.
ATST ready to go.
ATST. Hats. Yes.
The rebels have taken control of the uplink station. We must shut it down to stop a Y-wing bomber attack.
Shut down the uplink. You got it. Hurry up. Run. Run. Ooh, 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 ooh. Man, this guy's kind of slow. Oh, there's a big old AT-AT in front of me. I can't move. Come on, come on, come on. Squeeze through. There we go. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Enemy bomber has got a lock on our walker.
Uh-oh.
Look out, missile lock.
Ow.
Skywalker has been defeated.
Ow. Skywalker.
They're locking onto you.
Locking. Woo!
Rebels ahead.
Woo!
They've locked onto you.
Woo! Got a couple kills. Let's do this. Run!
Hostiles in the area.
Offline. Man. Oh! Right in front of me. Let's do this.
The rebels have taken control of the uplink station. You must shut it down to stop a Y-wing bomber attack.
Oh! Got sniped. What do I got? Ion torpedo. Let's do ion torpedo. Pew 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 pews. Pew pews. So as you may have noticed, I'm not all that great at this game. Still a bit challenging for me.
Lock on our walker.
Uh-oh. Ouch.
An uplink station has been taken over by the rebels. We must deactivate it in order to stop a Y-wing attack.
Consider it done. Oh yeah! Look! Bam! Bam! Really? Razzle razzle? Razzle frazzle. Ooh. Hot foot, hot foot.
Rebel bombers have locked onto our AT-AT.
Blaster cannon. Blasting me with the cannon. Run! Run!
Rebel bombers are making their attack run.
Make it, make it. I keep pressing the wrong button, guys. Peekaboo!
The Walker has broken through enemy lines and is primed to fire on the escape ship.
Do it. I am torpedo. Oh, okay. That's what I was selecting. Wrong button. Wrong button, guys. Victory! Yes! That was all me, guys. That was all me. What did I do? I got 20 kills and 17 deaths. I am awesome. Well, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and quit the game. The Desert Knight. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Age appropriate. Age appropriate. Alright. As I was saying, with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and you can thank me later. Google Stream Boosters. Ha. Ha. Getting some messages here on the chat. You can thank me later, man. Google Stream Boosters. Yeah, I don't think so. Anyways, as I was saying, well, with that said, that was my gameplay for now. That was my thoughts on the Samsung Gear VR. On a side note, don't forget to check out our other videos. We have plenty other open boxings and reviews on our YouTube channel, Daddy's Game Time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. We appreciate any feedback. Look for us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the keywords, Daddy's Game Time. And until next time, you guys have a good